The gentleman from Florida.
Mr. Speaker, would you be kind enough to inform us of the time remaining on either side?
The gentleman from Florida has 7½ minutes remaining, and the gentlelady from New York has 6 minutes remaining.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, at this time, I'd like to yield 2 of those minutes to the distinguished gentleman from Texas, Mr. Paul.
Gentleman is recognized for 2 minutes.
I thank the gentleman for yielding, and I ask unanimous consent to revise and extend my remarks.
Without objection, so ordered.
Mr. Speaker, as you know, I am a physician. I practiced medicine for more than 30 years, and I can certainly vouch for the fact that medicine is a mess. Managed care is not working very well, and hopefully we do something good to improve it. Unfortunately, I'm not all that optimistic. I support this rule because it's dealing with a very difficult subject, and it brings the Democratic-based bill to the floor. I don't see why we shouldn't be able to amend that bill, so I do support the rule. But you know, the IRS code has 17,000 pages of regulation. The regulations that we as physicians have to put up with are 132,000 pages. And everything I see that's happening today is we're going to increase those pages by many more thousands. So I'm not optimistic that's going to do a whole lot of good. I think we went astray about 30-some years ago in the direction of medical care when the federal government got involved. First thing is we changed our attitude and our definition of what rights are. We call this a patient bill of rights. It has very little to do with rights because most of what we do in medicine, we undermine individual rights. We have a right in society, in a free society, to our life and our liberty, and we have a right to use that liberty to pursue our happiness and to provide for our own well-being. We do not have a right to medical care. One has no more right to a service than one has a right to go into somebody else's garage and steal an automobile. So the definition of rights has been abused for 30 years, but the current understanding is that people have right to services. And I think that's a serious flaw and has contributed to our problem today. The other serious flaw that we have engaged in now for 30 years is the dictation of contract. For 30 years now, under ERISA and tax laws, we have forced upon the American people a medical system where we dictate all the rules and regulations on the contracts. And it causes nothing but harm and confusion. Today's effort is trying to clear this up, and unfortunately, it's not going to do much good.
Gentleman's time has expired.